Hi everyone, welcome to today's yoga snack. Today's yoga snack is going to be a little bit more strengthening work. So we're going to be moving into some twists and some plank and a little bit of flying. We will begin in a seated pose, allowing ourselves to arrive here. So just closing your eyes and just doing a little scan of your body and your mind, noticing different things that are happening in your body, different kinds of sensations, and then the types of thoughts that are moving in and out through your head. And then become aware of your breath, noticing the movement of your breath through your body. And with every breath you take, allow your breath to get a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. Beginning to feel the lungs expanding, the rib cage expanding as the lungs get bigger. And then feeling that breath moving into the belly, feeling the belly expanding. Allowing some bigger breaths to happen. The breaths are becoming fuller. And the exhales are going to be a little bit longer and deeper. Good. On your next inhale, let's bring the arms all the way up. You can open up your eyes now. Reach up. And then exhale, let's move the wrists around in circles as we come all the way down. Let's rotate in the opposite direction as the arms go all the way back up again. And then all the way back down again as we exhale. Good. Okay, let's place our hands on our knees. And we're going to start to move our bodies around in circles. So feeling that connection to the ground as our sit bones and our hips connect. Feeling the stability. Feeling some stretching happening in the hips and in the lower back. And then moving in the opposite direction. So you can make these as large as you like or as small as you like. And just noticing different things that are happening in the body. Through our practice, we're always trying to be kind to ourselves. So we're never going to a place of pain. There could be some discomfort. That's perfectly fine, just as long as there's no pain. But you will notice different sensations if you focus. Moving around. And then coming back to center. Sitting up nice and tall, opening up through the chest. Relaxing through the shoulders, lengthening through the neck, and then bring the arms up, reach up. And then exhale, plant that left hand and move and go over towards the side. Side stretch, reaching. Good. And then inhale, both arms all the way up. And then over towards the other side and reach. Good. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale the arms back up. And we're going to just twist, bringing the arms out to a T. And so we're just moving through your torso, not through the hips. Hips are staying centered. Good. And then inhale, arms come back up. And we'll twist over towards the other side. You can move your head if you like, but you don't have to. You're just feeling this twist in through your torso, not through your hips. Good. Inhale the arms all the way up. And then exhale, arms all the way back down again. Okay, so you're going to come into a tabletop. Spread out the fingers. Knees are directly underneath the hips, and the wrists are right underneath the shoulders. Toes are going to be pointed down, so you're pressing onto the tops of your feet. And we're just going to move ourselves forwards and back. So hips towards the heels, and then moving forward as far as you're capable of going. Pulling in through the belly button. And we'll do that 2 more times. Forwards and back. And inhale forward. And exhale back. Good. And then coming back up to center. Good. So we're going to inhale, drop belly into our cow. Exhale, cat. Push the ground away from you. Again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And back up to table. So we're going to have the fingers are facing each other. So like this. Facing each other like this. Okay. And we're just going to move side to side. Just being very, very gentle with the wrists. We're just warming them up. And creating some strength in the arms, the forearms. Good. And then coming back to center. And then we'll have the hands facing away from each other. The wrists are facing towards each other. And then we're just going to again move from side to side. One more time. Okay, coming back to center. And now the fingers are going to be facing our knees. And the wrists are facing outwards. And again, we're going to go forwards and back. We're probably not going to be able to go very far. Don't force it. Keep pulling the belly button in close to your belly. One more time. Good, and come back up to center. Turn the hands away again. We'll do one more cow and cat. Hips down towards the heels. And then we'll shake the wrists out. Shake them out. All the way up. And then shake them out. All the way back down again. Good. Okay. So, coming back into our tabletop, we're going to inhale, cow. Exhale, round out the back, tuck the toes, and lift up the knees. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round out to our cat, and tuck the knees in towards our chest. And again, inhale, cow. Exhale, round out the back, lift up the knees, and tuck them in. Good. And then coming back down to our tabletop. Pushing again into the toes. We're going to lift ourselves up into our downward dog. You can start to stretch out the legs. And just adjusting yourself, maybe wiggle hips from side to side. And then coming back down onto your knees. This time we're going to thread the needle. So we're going to take the right arm, we're going to reach it all the way up, and then we're going to thread it underneath the left arm, coming down onto the right shoulder and the right side of the head. The toes are still tucked under. And you're going to lift up that left arm, reach it up. You can keep it here, or you could go over and around to that right thigh and hold it there, or just keep it back up. One more breath. And then push down into the ground, and then bring yourself all the way up. Right arm comes up, and then the hand comes back down, back into your table. We'll do the other side. So left arm reaches up, thread it underneath the right arm, coming down onto your head and onto your shoulder. Right arm comes all the way up towards the ceiling. You can keep it there, or you can move it around your back, trying to get and grab hold of that left thigh. And then hold it here. And one more breath. Good, and then inhale the arms all the way up. And then bring that hand down. And then come back up to your tabletop. One more cow and cat. Hips towards the heels, knees come up, and then bring those hips up into your downward dog. And then wiggle the hips around. Good. And then coming back down to your tabletop. We're going to come onto our forearms. Elbows are right onto the ground. Spread your fingers out wide, and we'll bring ourselves into a plank. So forearm plank here. We'll hold it for 10. Push up. Pull your belly button in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take that left arm and I'm going to turn it so we're supporting ourselves and bring ourselves up into a side plank. You can always take your top leg and plank it up here. So it's like a kickstand, holding it here. Good. And then we're going to lower the hips and lower that top arm. And then come up. We'll do that 2 more times. So you can stack your legs on top if you like to. Come down. Inhale it up. 1 more time. Down. Inhale it up. Good. And then come back onto your forearms. For 5, 4. Pull your belly button in. 2, 1. And we'll go over onto the other side. Again, stack your feet, lift that left arm up. If you want to bring a kickstand, do that. You can keep yourself here or stack your feet. And we'll go up and down 3 times. So exhale, inhale, 2 more, exhale, inhale, last one, exhale, inhale, good. And then come back down onto your forearms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees down and come into a child's pose. Reaching and stretching it out. Forehead touching the ground, hips working their way towards your heels. Stretch and reach. Good. And then coming back up into a plank. Or forearm plank this time. So a high plank, holding it here for 10, 9, press into your toes, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Move over onto your left side. And then bring that arm up. If you want to, you can do a little kickstand here. That's perfectly good. Or not. And we'll do come down. And push it up again. And 1 more time, down. And push it up again. Whew. And coming up to a full plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come over onto the right side. Stack the legs. Arm comes up. You can do your kickstand again. And we're going to go down and come back up again. And 1 more time, down, whew, and come back up again. Hold it there. Come back into our full plank. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And place those knees down, child's pose. Phew. Let it go. Breathe. Full inhalations, slow, deep exhalations. Calm the body down, calm those muscles down. Whew, good. Okay, coming back up to a tabletop. Curl the toes, and then lift yourself up into your downward dog. Stretch it out. Good. And then when you're going to walk your feet towards your hands. And coming into a forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees and then bring yourself all the way up. Reaching up. Good. And then hands towards your heart. Coming back into Tadasana. And holding it here. Taking a breath in. And exhale it out. Oh, that got my heart beating. Okay, let's bring our feet parallel to each other. So the toes are touching. The heels are just a little bit apart. So you're standing up nice and tall, giving a lot of space between those shoulders and those ears. I'm going to inhale the arms all the way up. So keeping the hips facing forwards, we're going to just twist through the middle of our backs and bring our arms out in a twist. You can look over your shoulder if you like, but try to keep those hips centered. Relax through your shoulders. Inhale, coming all the way up, and then twist through the other way. So again, the hips are facing the front. We're reaching and opening up through the chest and the shoulders. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And then exhale into a chair. So squeeze those thighs together. Squeeze the knees together. Pull the belly button in. Soften through our shoulders. Create some space between our ears and shoulders. Holding it here. Breathe. Excellent. And then exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Reach. And then exhale, hands towards our heart. And then down by our sides. Okay, we're going to add on here. So inhaling, arms all the way up. Keeping your hips forward again. We're going to twist through your mid-back. Stretching out our arms. Relaxing through the shoulders. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And then twist towards the other way. Good. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And then sit into your chair. Sit your hips back. Push your full feet into the ground. Try to have them as equal as you possibly can. Pull the belly button in, soften through the shoulders, create some space between those ears and shoulders. Smile and breathe. Full inhalations, slow deep exhalations. Then bring your hands towards your heart. Good. And then we're going to take that left elbow and twist it over. Try to keep those knees in line with each other. Good. And then inhale, coming back to center, and then twist over towards the other side. Squeeze the thighs and knees together. Inhale, coming back to center. Forward fold. And then come all the way up. Reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands towards our heart. And down by our sides. Close your eyes, totally just noticing what's happening. Find your breath again. Notice your heart beating. Breathe. Adding on, inhale the arms all the way out. Keep your hips pointing forwards and twist through your middle of your back. Relax through your shoulders. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale over towards the other side. Reach. Open up. Soften through your shoulders. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, sit. Squeeze your hips. Squeeze your knees and your thighs. Sit down a little bit further. Push your feet into the ground equally. Soften through your shoulders. Open up through your throat, through your chest. Good. Bring your hands towards your heart. And then we'll twist over towards the right side. Twist. Squeeze. And then let's bring ourselves up onto our toes. So we're coming into a little twist and a squat. And let's see if we can open up our hands and maybe bring our hands down. So we're still squeezing our knees together. And we're trying to keep our hips centered, but we're twisting through our middle of our backs and our hands are flat onto the ground. And then you're going to have your right knee pushing into your left tricep and your right hip connecting with your right arm. And we're just going to put some weight and coming into maybe our side crow and lifting up and flying. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And coming back down into our squat. Coming back to our center. Bringing our hands to your heart. Pushing in with your toes. Bring yourself all the way up. Back into our chair. Forward bend. And then come all the way back up. Excellent. And exhale, hands towards our heart. Down by our side. Notice how that felt. We're going to do the other side too. Have to find balance, right? So let's do it again. Keeping your hips forwards. Lift up your arms. And twist through the middle of your back as your arms come out into a T. Relax through your shoulders. Inhale the arms all the way up. And then twist in the opposite direction. Soften through the shoulders. Inhale the arms all the way up. And sit. Sit into your chair. Holding it here. Good. Bringing your hands in towards your heart. And we're going to twist over towards the other side. Good. Keeping it here. Squeeze the knees in and then come up onto your toes. Good. Squeeze those knees, and then bring the hands down onto the ground. You're going to squeeze that left knee into your right tricep and the left hip into the left arm. And you're going to push into both of them. And then just lift yourself up. Lift up right onto those triceps and hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back down. Come back into a squat on the toes. Hold it there. Bring the heels down. Bring your arms up, coming back into your chair. Good. And then exhale, forward bend. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reach up. Exhale, hands towards your heart. And down by your side. Just take a moment here. Just notice all that you've done so far. How strong you are. Not only through your body, but through your mind. Disciplined. Going through one movement at a time. In control of your breath. And just walk your feet away from each other. Bring your hands towards your heart. We're going to come down into a Malasana. Open squat. Bring our elbows in towards our knees and sit up as tall as we possibly can. Pressing our hands together, pressing our feet firmly into the ground. Hold it here for 2 more breaths. In through the mouth, in through the nose, sorry. Out through the mouth. One more time, in. Good, and we're going to sit down. Bring your knees in towards your chest, flexing your feet up, sit up as tall as you can. Good. And we're going to place the feet down onto the ground, and then come all the way down onto the ground. Good, pressing your feet in, pressing your hands in. We're going to inhale and lift up our hips. So pressing our shoulders into the ground. Just trying to stretch out a little bit through the psoas, the hip flexor. And exhale it down. And again, inhale, lift up. We're not pushing into the neck, keeping the throat open. The head is just gently resting on the ground. The weight is into our shoulders. Exhale it down. And one more time, lift up. Hold it here for 1 more breath. And exhale it down. Good. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Make little circles in your back. In the opposite direction. And then hold it here. Open up your arms nice and wide. And then take those knees and drop them over towards the right side. Making any adjustments that you need to make. Allow both shoulders to rest against the ground. And then moving your head in whatever direction feels comfortable to you. So left to right or the center. Whatever feels best. Allow yourself just to soften here. Where can you soften just a little bit more through your body? One more breath. And then bring those knees back up to center. Keep your head back up to center. Hold it here just for a moment, allowing the body to readjust itself. And then take those knees and drop them over towards the left side. Drop them down. And then again, your head can go in any direction that feels comfortable for you. Just relax your shoulders down onto the ground. Feel supported here. And soften wherever you feel like you need to soften. It might be in an elbow or in a knee. And just breathe through it. One more breath. And then bring those knees back up to your center. Hold on to the thighs from the knees. And just allow your body just to settle here for a moment. And then whenever you're ready, bring your feet down. Extend your legs out to the sides of your mat. Palms are face up. And give yourself permission to totally relax in your Savasana. Just focus on relaxing, releasing. Softening wherever you need to soften. Give it in so that all the benefits of your practice can be absorbed and integrated. Try to allow the mind to stay calm and at peace. Just focus on relaxation in your breath. You can stay here for as long as you need to. Allow your breath to come back to normal. Feeling yourself supported by the ground underneath your body. Whenever you feel ready, bring your legs together, your arms above your head, and give yourself a nice stretch. Lengthen through every muscle, every vertebrae of your body. And then roll yourself over into a fetal position. Just taking a moment here. Allow yourself to nurture just a little bit more. And then whenever you're ready, pushing yourself up into a seat. If you can keep your eyes closed, keep your eyes closed. Coming into a comfortable seat. Sitting up tall, bringing your hands towards your heart. And finding your breath again. Feeling the breath move through your body. Notice how you are feeling at this moment compared to when you started your practice today. Noticing any differences, any similarities. Maybe noticing the strength that you've created in your body and in your mind. The the discipline, the playfulness. I'd like to take this time to thank you for your practice today, for joining me in this yoga snack. I hope you had fun, that you learned something about yourself. See you again soon. Namaste.